And we are live. Welcome into the Arena, a multi-platform gaming news podcast morning show for Tuesday, May 10th, 2022. I'm your host, Expat, along with my co-host, Burley Burleman Gaming on Twitch. Burley, good morning to you. How you doing out there in good old Canada there?
I'm doing good. It's getting sunny and warm.
Yeah.
So you know what that means? I need to start getting my air conditioner units in.
Yeah, I've already uncovered my air conditioning unit here. I had to use it during the weekend. It was getting a little humid. So yeah, it's we're getting closer to the rainy season out here in Japan. Of course, June is usually June or July, depends, but they're saying that the rainy season is going to come sooner this year. I don't know, but then with that comes the warmer weather and the humidity, unfortunately. But yeah. So anyway, I'm still working on Trek to Yomi. I'm almost finished with it. I'm on the final chapter. So if I can keep my eyes open later on after the morning show, I might actually try to finish it tonight. So if not, I'll try to finish it tomorrow. But yeah, it's fun. I mean, like I said, it's like a 1950s Kurosawa movie made into a video game. Basically, that's what it is.
Nice.
Yeah.
I ended up trying Sifu yesterday.
Yeah. How is Sifu?
It is fun. It is addictive. Damn, like it is.
Really?
Yeah. Oh. It reminds me of like Deathloop, because you're just dying, but you're slowly gaining stuff to get your more better and all that. Like I'm playing on the original difficulty that the game launched with. I'm having fun. It's not frustrating me where I want to break a controller. Like, oh, I need to drop difficulty and getting hit. No, it's like, fuck. Okay, I need to get better at my parrying. I really need to get that timing down.
Yeah.
The timing is hard, but once you get into that rhythm, and once you get like a good combo off and you start taking out enemies, you're like that feeling of when you accomplish something.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah. So I've beaten the first stage and can make it to the second.
Yeah.
Which I feel pretty proud of.
Now, what is it about this game that I heard you age a lot? Like you start young and then you start getting older and older as you go through the levels, or if you die or something like that. What's all up with that?
So how the mechanic works is you start at age 20. So you're young, you're spry.
Yeah.
And then what happens is every time you die, your death counter goes up by 1.
Okay.
So when I now first die, I'm 21.
Okay.
Up to age 21.
Right.
The next time I die, I get my death counter goes up to 2. So I'm now 23.
Oh, so it doubles. Okay.
Yeah, and you're constantly, you can go all the way up into your late 70s, and once you die in your 70s, you're dead.
Wow.
But the thing is, if you beat like mini bosses and bosses, it reduces your death counter by 1. But the thing is, like your skills, you can learn skills, because every time you kill enemies, you get experience points. You can get skills. You can buy them once and have them for your whole run. But if you save up enough XP and buy them 5 times, you have them forever. So that way, if you start a new run, you permanently know it. So you're always getting stronger.
Nice.
I'm slowly unlocking skills, and like the combat, you really need to use takedowns in the game, because takedowns, every time you do a takedown, you get a bit of your health restored. That's the only health, that in the little shrines at the levels.
Cool. Yeah, when it comes to shrines in Trek to Yomi, basically it only just regenerates your health. That's the only use of going up to a little mini shrine. I mean, it's like throughout the game. So, but yeah, I'm having fun with it, and the art style is really cool. Once you get into Yomi, there's like just billions of skulls all over the place. It's pretty cool. It's interesting. So, yeah, it'll be fun to play. Yeah, like I said, 1950s style Kurosawa samurai flick. Basically made into a video game. So check it out. Yeah, it's on Game Pass. So all of you out there that have an Xbox and are subscribed to Game Pass, you can download it and play it. It's pretty cool.
Is the super boss Jin Sakai?
I'm gonna find out hopefully tonight if I can keep my eyes open, like I said. Yeah, so we'll find out.
You beat the game, but you're asleep.
I don't know, man. I'll find out tonight. So probably either tonight or tomorrow. All right, so we got a cool show for you. We're going to be talking about Gotham Knights. We're also going to be talking about Riot Games, and they're finding a bunch of copycats. We're gonna talk about that. Overwatch 2, kind of some visual comparisons. We're gonna look at that, and then we're gonna take another look at Unreal 5 engine. This time we get a look at a train station that was remade in Unreal 5. So pretty cool stuff. We're gonna take a look at that. So once Burley gets the coffee brewing and gets it ready, we're gonna go ahead and start. So you got the coffee going, Burley?
Coffee is brewing.
All right. So we'll be back right after this. So get your morning coffee. All right, Gotham Knights Nightwing and Red Hood gameplay teased for this week. So basically, I'll go ahead and show it to you. So I'll go ahead and get this down here. So there was a tweet that came out yesterday. It says mission update. So this is from @Gotham Knights. Mission update for the Belfry Nightwing and Red Hood Powers Club tomorrow at 6 a.m. Pacific time. So you guys should be getting that pretty soon. So this tweet from the official Gotham Knights Twitter account teases a new look at gameplay featuring Nightwing and Red Hood in the spotlight. So from former Robins, Nightwing has traditionally combined his acrobatic skills with his signature Eskrima sticks, while Red Hood has adopted a more trigger-happy approach to fighting crime. So Burley, are you excited to see what they have to show? I mean, this game is supposedly coming out in late October now. So what do you think?
Oh, I'm looking forward to, and Nightwing is probably the character I would play the most as. So I'm glad to see I'm curious to see what they'll do with them. Red Hood, I'm kind of not as interested because from what I know of the character Red Hood, and I don't know as much, it is just guy with guns. So it's kind of like,
Right.
like I just don't want to say too much because there's spoilers for those that don't know who Red Hood is. So I do know who it is, but I just don't want to put too much. But it's like all his is going to be guns and stuff like that, whereas Nightwing is his own persona with the sticks, and he still has stuff from, like, he has like Batman style gadgets and stuff.
Yeah. So if I'm not mistaken, because of course I'm out here in Japan, Burley, but if it's 6 a.m. Pacific time, then it's like 4:38 a.m. now on the Pacific side of the time zone. So this is coming in about an hour and a half, basically. So,
roughly, yeah.
Yeah, so all of you that are watching this, go and check this out if you get a chance later on this morning. So yeah, I'll be looking forward to it. It'll be coming out around 10 p.m. out here in Tokyo area. So I'll try to check it out as well. So yeah, we're excited for this. So, and I'm excited to play Gotham Knights. I can't wait till it comes out. So looking forward to that. So, and there was some other news, wasn't there, Burley, about the co-op?
Yeah,
for Gotham Knights. Yeah.
Yeah, it was posted on PlayStation. There's going to be 4-player co-op. People are wondering if that's campaign or some other mode. So hopefully we get kind of confirmation on that.
Yeah.
I would like, I understand there's probably some other mode thing, but also it'd be nice for co-op campaign. Right. Just because that'd be kind of cool if you can get your 4 friends and just do that.
Yeah. All right. So stay tuned for that. So for all of you out in the Pacific, that should be in about an hour and a half from now. So hopefully we'll get some cool gameplay footage and a little bit more information on the game. So looking forward to that. Okay, next up, Burley, we're going to talk about Riot Games. Some more League of Legends copycats are being caught. So we're going to check that out right after we get the drone flying. So you got the controller?
Yeah, I got the controller.
All right, so we're going to fly the drone here, and right after our advertisement, we'll be right back.
Drone initiated.
So this is from ONS Good over at Polygon.com. Riot Games sues another League of Legends ripoff. After shutting down a Chinese developer's copy, another sprouts in North American app stores. Now, speaking of ripoffs, Burley, before we get into this story, I just want to say one of my favorite spots in Tokyo, obviously, is Akihabara. Akihabara is a really cool place to look at, retro gaming shops and walk around and go to all the computer stores and everything. But there are sections of Akiba that are just complete ripoffs and black market games, that you can find, so, like really cheap copies of certain games. But there's like a black market out there as well. So anyway, so Riot Games, we're going to get into the story now. I'm going to read a little bit of it for you. Makers of League of Legends is once again suing a Shanghai-based mobile games developer, this time alleging the Chinese studio is ripping off League of Legends Wild Rift, the iOS and Android adaptation of Riot's globally popular MOBA that launched in open beta in the spring of 2021. The complaint was filed Monday in U.S. District Court for the Central District of California, the same venue where Riot sued Shanghai Moontun Technology Corporation in 2018. In the earlier case, Riot sued Moontun over its game Mobile Legends 5v5 MOBA, which Riot called a straight lift of League of Legends. A federal judge declined to hear that case, ruling that China was a better jurisdiction to take the claim. China-based Tencent Holdings, the parent company of Riot Games, then stepped in and won a judgment worth $2.9 million. Oh, go figure. Against Moontun and its chief executive. The latest complaint concerns a game called Mobile Legends Bang Bang, currently available in North America in both the Google Play and Apple App Store, where it is ranked the number 67 title in the strategy category. Riot's complaint begins as though the court is already familiar with Moontun, saying the U.S. company, quote, seeks to stop Moontun from continuing its deliberate and sustained campaign to free ride on Riot's highly valuable rights in the mobile video game League of Legends, Wild Rift, and related content, end quote. So, what do you think, Burley? It's just like, they're just trying to rip off League of Legends and just continue to take advantage of the mobile app stores. What do you think?
Okay. Yeah, we got actually Take from the YouTube chat saying, you got this. Thank you, Take.
Yeah, thanks, Take. Yeah.
So
welcome in, man.
Welcome to do that first.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, Riot has to do this because the problem is you let this shit slide, there's going to be 15 other, not only just Chinese, North American companies and shit that'll just be like, oh, I can just rip off League and stuff and just make it sort of similar.
Actually, before you go on, Burley, I just want to say his name pronounced in YouTube is Take. He's actually my student, so I want to welcome him in. And he is also a member of our Discord community now. So, Take, thanks for coming in, man. Appreciate it.
My apologies on the.
No, it's okay, Burley. Don't worry about it, man. Don't worry about it. Yeah, he's a cool kid. He's a student of mine. So welcome on in, Take. So anyway, go ahead, Burley. What were you saying?
So yeah, they have to deal with this. They have to, stop it. You have to unfortunately go legal. Like I hate siding with Riot. Really freaking, because of all the shady and stupid shit they've been doing. Yeah. I really hate siding with them. But in this case, you kind of have to, just because of the thing of it sets a bad precedent if they don't, because then other companies will do it. And then the other companies will do it to other popular games and franchises. Right. Because Riot's not the only one that goes aggressive on this stuff. Nintendo is notorious for doing it. Yeah. Like, how many little fan projects people do? Like, people were doing of Metroid 2 remake when we knew nothing of Nintendo was going to do it. They went to town to shut that down. Yeah. These companies have to, and I understand it because it's affecting their bottom line and everything. Yeah.
Well, that's the thing with the mobile market too. I mean, there are thousands of these companies that are probably trying to get away with this. It's not only Riot Games, but I mean, every other major publisher out there. There's probably like several hundred different games that are trying to be copycats in some way or another. You know,
Well,
so,
there are
yeah.
tons of copycats all on the mobile market. It's just
Yeah.
a matter of how they find them and how these because some of these mobile games, the smaller ones, will be smart and not advertise themselves so heavily because they
Right.
know as great as the chance of profit is,
Yeah.
you get the higher, more people looking, more
Right.
people let Riot or whoever you're copying know.
Right.
So I'm sure there's a few more leaked clones out there, and this is also to say a thing. Okay, we got these ones down. Once we find you, you're next. I'm like,
Yeah. 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 So, yeah. So, but good on them. You know, bringing on these lawsuits. So maybe, you know, it will slow down these, you know, these copycat, you know, companies from trying to do all this. So,
oh, it won't. It's like Hydra. You cut one head
it's
off.
like Hydra.
Two comes, two more.
Hey, that's a good analogy. Maybe that's the
It is.
Right.
If you spend any time looking at the mobile market and all this,
right? Yeah, the mobile market's a whole different beast. Like I was saying before, like out here in Japan, especially like Tokyo Game Show, like in September every year. You know, of course, you know, Corona slowed things down. There wasn't a TGS for the past couple of years, but this year it's coming back, and I'm telling you, 80% of the developing booths that are going to be in Makuhari are going to be mobile based publishers. So it's massive out here in Japan. So the mobile market is huge. So like Call of Duty, I mean, you got the mobile version of Call of Duty. You got tons of kids playing it out here as well. So, you know, along with Fortnite and everything else. So, but and League of Legends, especially in the PC
mobile
side.
market is huge worldwide because
but like in Japan, it's the biggest out here. Believe me.
I believe you, but I mean, just in general, it's huge because we all have these damn devices. Yeah, and the thing is, everyone. Let's be honest, we're all impatient and all that. So when we're all on commuting for work, we want entertainment. Yeah. So some of us will watch YouTube videos, listen to music, watch streaming services or whatever.
Yeah.
Some of us will pull out a Switch, a Steam Deck.
Right.
So others of us will just play whatever mobile games we have.
Yeah. But when it comes to commuting, I mean, especially out here in Japan, I mean, you know, most people are on the trains. I mean, if you live in the rural prefectural areas, obviously you're driving a car, but like in Tokyo area where there's millions and millions of people, obviously, you know, the train system is huge out here. So you got a lot of people playing mobile games on the train as well. So, all right. So up next, we're going to talk about, we're going to switch from League of Legends to Overwatch. And it looks like kind of copy and paste is going on here, Burley. This is kind of a fun one we're going to get to next, right after this. So stay tuned. All right, next up. So Overwatch 2 beta visuals aren't helping perception that it's barely an update. So players mocked the beta footage from Overwatch 2 for looking like Mexico in Breaking Bad. Ooh, that's pretty bad. Anyway, so and you were talking about this a little bit when we were talking about Battle Royale on the last episode of the podcast, you know, and it's like a lot of people are not looking at the Overwatch 2 in a very good light at the moment. So this from CC Jiang over at Kotaku. So I'm going to read a little bit of this for you. So the Overwatch 2 technical beta started on April 26, and players have already started mining the build for content. One player even made a side-by-side lighting comparison video of the differences between the beta and the original game, which recently took off on Twitter. Actually, I'm going to scroll down here and show you that. So here we go here, and let's go ahead and play this. So, I don't know if you can see the full screen here.
Yeah, we can see the full screen.
Okay,
here.
so
yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it looks pretty much the same game.
The beta looks worse on the coloring.
Yeah, definitely.
Like I'll give my overall thoughts later on, but like the coloring. Okay, this one looks a little bit better.
Yeah.
You're so far it just seems you're changing from day to night on some of these maps.
Yeah.
Which is like you could have night and day versions fine and do similar changes, but this is nothing.
Yeah. I know that Dorado scene. It looks exactly the same. I mean,
you just change the
lighting.
one color of the one background. And
yeah.
Part of the background.
It's
yeah,
weird.
No, the hangar door's closed there.
Yeah.
At the top, like.
Yeah.
So, for those that don't know, they've announced that Overwatch 2 is basically if you have Overwatch 1, you have all of the content. Pretty much.
Yeah.
So there was no real reason to buy Overwatch 2 except for they were going to have some small new things, but they said you were going to get all the maps and stuff. So
right. As
like
we were showing,
Blizzard shot themselves in the foot on this game at the beginning because they want to keep all the Overwatch 1 people happy, because they know if they say buy our new game, and people are like, no, I got 1,000 hours on my copy of Overwatch 1. Right. Why the fuck am I got to spend $70 or in my case $90 to get Overwatch 2?
Yeah.
So they were trying to do the best of both worlds, but it's just like no one has a desire to buy this. And from what little changes they did to the map graphically, it shows they're not putting effort into this.
Yeah, it's like in the article here, it's like says one fan joked that Overwatch 2 takes place 6 hours after the first game.
Seriously, that's not a bad. Like I know that's meant as a joke.
Yeah,
that's not a bad explanation. Like I do not get that. Like I don't get what they should have committed one way or the other, because them going half step like this is just you shot yourself in the foot. The development, we all know, and we've talked on previous stories, the development has been horrible for this game.
Yeah. Well, let me just continue a little bit towards the end of the article here. It says the studio has been vague about the exact release date. So Overwatch's executive producer left for, quote, some time off, end quote, and support players were left cold by the gameplay reworks in Overwatch 2. On top of concerns about the game itself, Activision Blizzard itself has had massive culture problems that keep making headlines, and many employees were fired or resigned. And there's a growing list of entities that have publicly expressed their disapproval of Activision Blizzard, which recently settled the sexual harassment lawsuit for $18 million. Excuse me. So the general negative sentiment about the game, its developer, and its parent company has chipped away at any patience the community might otherwise have for the beloved franchise. So yeah, man. I mean, yeah, I think when Microsoft gets, I don't think this game is going to be out before Microsoft, has the deal finalized to buy them. I don't think it's going to come out before that. I think it's probably
they want it out. Like
they want it out.
Game.
Yeah,
they want the damn game out. But the problem is, I think they realized with some of their other releases last year, with like Vanguard and stuff.
Yeah,
you release it and they realize that the sales have dried up.
Yeah,
they're like, okay, we release this shit. We're gonna get the 1,000 or whatever. I know it's gonna be more than 1,000, but you know what I mean.
Yeah,
it's gonna be a good amount of sales at first, but then that game's gonna dry up fast.
Yeah,
and here's the thing: like the Overwatch 2 getting the beta keys. I only saw the diehard Overwatch people doing it. A lot of the normal people that were playing Overwatch a lot but have kind of died on the game. We're like, I don't care about getting a key for 2. So like, it's showing to me 2 really has no market, because if I can just have buy Overwatch 1 for like, wait for a Steam sale, wait for a PlayStation sale, Xbox sale, get it for $5-10, and I get all the content in 2 as well. Why the hell am I going to pay the full price for 2?
Yeah.
And it's like,
well, here you go, Burley. I'll throw this out there. Microsoft, once the deal's finalized, Overwatch 2 is released and it goes directly to Game Pass.
Yeah, well, that'll help one market, 2 markets.
Yeah.
But you're still gonna have people on PlayStation be like, "What the fuck, Microsoft? You're giving it free on Game Pass, but you want us to pay $70, $90?"
Yeah.
Like,
well, that's gonna happen with Call of Duty anyway. So, I mean,
so here's the thing: at least when Microsoft goes, I'm hoping they'll improve Call of Duty.
Yeah.
Overwatch, it's seeming from what I'm seeing here, this game needs to, like, I wish they would just come and say, you know what, Overwatch 2, it's nowhere near ready for where we want it to be.
Yeah.
We're unfortunately, we're gonna have to change stuff, because to give you a good full experience, we're gonna have to change stuff. We initially said we've had some development issues, so we're gonna have to change development and change strategy. So I know some stuff we may have promised you at first, we may not be able to do. We know you're not going to like that, but please understand we're trying to give you the best product.
Yeah, that might come. That might be
just come out and say that.
Yeah,
I would like, but no team will, because it's also a marketing death sentence, because people are gonna be like, they originally told us, but Blizzard is in shambles. Like, they sent out emails late last night. It just got reported like late last night, early this morning, that Activision Blizzard has sent out emails to their employees to not unionize.
Not unionize.
So they're still doing all their shady, stupid shit. So this company is in shambles. Like, the leader of Blizzard resigned last year.
Yeah.
Like,
well, that was also the case with Raven Software too.
Yeah.
Raven, of course, with the, with that studio and the emails being sent out not to join the union there. So it's pretty bad. But anyway, we'll see. I mean, I'm sure this story isn't over yet. We'll see what happens with Overwatch 2 and if we get some kind of release date in the near future. But I'm not too optimistic about this right now. We'll see. But anyway.
Oh, all right, Burley. Firo in the chat saying, how's it going, fellas? It's going good. How are you, Firo?
Hey, Firo. Hey. Nice to see you, man. It's good to have you in the chat again, man. So welcome in. So let's go ahead and move on, Burley. Let's get to that Unreal 5 engine. So I'm really psyched about seeing this train station and how it looks in Unreal 5. Okay, so we're going to get to that. Yep, we're going to get to that right after this. So stay tuned. All right, so
I love his response there. Still alive and breathing, I think. LOL.
Oh, come on.
Well, I see the word "still alive." I think of the Portal song.
Yeah.
Still alive.
No, man, you gotta go back farther than that, Burley. Yeah, it's alive and kicking. Oh.
That's well before my time.
Yeah, it's well before your time. Yeah, that's when I was in high school, my friend. So yeah. So good stuff, man. Good stuff. Anyway, welcome in, Farrell. So welcome to the show. So you need to see how this looks in Unreal 5. So we're going to show you this train station here. This just came out. So this is pretty cool stuff from Joshua Rivers over Polygon.com. So in the early days, video game technology advanced in dazzling leaps and bounds, from a few pixels to countless pixels to polygons to whatever they use in The Last of Us Part 2, for example. With games achieving the level of visual fidelity they do now, it's hard to be impressed with mere realism. That said, it's not impossible because the author of this article spent the last 15 minutes staring at a YouTube video, just like we are here in a couple of seconds, of an empty train station that, if no one told us was in Unreal 5 engine, we would have sworn that it was actually a real train station, like in a movie or something. So let's take a look at this. So I'm going to go ahead and play the video here. So,
and he says a bit of Simple Minds.
That's right, man. That's right. So I'm going to go full screen on this. So let's look at this here, and I'm going to keep reading part of the article here. Yes. So the footage comes from 3D environment artist Lorenzo Drago, who replicated Toyama, so Japan's Echu Daimon station, in Unreal 5, with the stated goal of getting as close to photorealism as possible. Enhancing the effect is a virtual camera that moves around like a smartphone would, vertical orientation and all. Yeah, this is pretty cool. Yeah.
I was going to say, I think I've seen this in Lost Judgment. You go to this train station.
No, not this station. No.
Okay, one that's very similar to it.
Okay, yeah, you're thinking about the one in Yokohama. So
okay,
but this is in Toyama. Toyama is farther away. So
they're saying that's pretty incredible. I agree, man.
Yeah,
this is pretty freaking incredible.
Yeah,
like this would have taken so long to do.
Yeah. So while this isn't necessarily an indication of what games will look like in Unreal 5 engine, rendering people and their interactions with inanimate objects is a whole other ball game. It is the tech powering a bunch of big upcoming games, and it's exciting to see developers toying with it to see what it's capable of, from a Matrix simulation that we talked about in a previous podcast to a very cool PlayStation 5 demo. So, as for big budget games built with Unreal 5 engine, you can look forward to the next generation or the next Tomb Raider and Witcher titles on Unreal 5 to start. So yeah, this looks pretty cool. So this is kind of like a night vision shot here we're seeing. So yeah, cool stuff. Yeah, that is pretty cool.
No, this just looks amazing.
Yeah.
And if this just shows you what they're capable of the engine right now, just imagine in a few years, like a big studio that actually, cares and puts time and money into it.
Yeah.
This I can't wait to see what some people do at the end. Quite frankly, the nice thing is, like, they've opened this up a lot to indies too.
Yeah.
So this is going to be cool to see what indies can do with this engine. Like, they are really going for everything on this engine, which I'm loving to see that they're changing things with Unreal and just going for broke, just letting everyone have a piece of it.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. So anyway, Unreal Engine 5, man. So good stuff. Yeah, looking forward to that. So yeah, in Toyama Prefecture, So.
Have you been to that train station in real life?
No, I have not, but I've been to Toyama Prefecture, but not to that train. That's probably a smaller station, actually. So, Toyama is kind of a rural prefecture.
Okay.
So,
well, I think you have to now go there because of the Unreal Dungeon. And you
any train station, probably if they use the Unreal 5 in any station, it would have probably looked that incredible. So yeah.
Oh, true, I know, but now you got to get your phone, and capture footage, and we got to go side by side.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So anyway, we talked about Gotham Knights. So in another hour or so, you might be able to see that footage. So go over to the Gotham Knights and check that out. So we talked about that. We talked about, of course, the League of Legends, of course, and the suing the copycats and all, and of course Overwatch 2's woes, as well as this Unreal 5 incredible shot that we saw of a train station. So cool stuff, man. Cool stuff. So So Burley, what are you doing today? What game are you going to be playing? You going to continue with Sifu?
Not today. Sifu will be Wednesday. Tonight will be Lego Star Wars. We're starting with A New Hope.
Oh, okay. So you're starting episode 4. Awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, and by the way, speaking of Star Wars news, the Ahsoka series started production today. Yeah,
Oh.
which is interesting because today is also, or yesterday now, Japan time. But yesterday was Rosario Dawson's birthday. Rosario Dawson, of course, who plays Ahsoka Tano.
Okay.
So yeah, happy birthday to her. Happy belated birthday, I guess now out here in Japan. But yeah, so Ahsoka has started production. Yeah. So
Yeah, and Pharaoh, we're reminding the Kenobi series is out on May 27th.
that's right.
It was originally going to be May 4th. I still wish they would have done that.
Yeah.
It would have been so more appropriate. I know there was Moon Knight, but I would have been happy watching both of them in the same day.
Yeah. Yeah, and of course, the Obi-Wan series, the first 2 episodes drop on the first day.
Oh, they're doing 2 episodes.
That's right. Yes, 2 episodes drop on the first day. Yeah, that's going to be cool. That's going to be awesome.
So we're going to have a long episode when we record to talk about that.
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
yes.
Because it will, for those that don't know, when it's me, Carl, and Expat, we go a long time.
Yeah. Well, actually, this coming weekend we're doing of course, our weekly podcast episode, and then after that we're doing the season finale of Moon Knight. So yeah, and then of course later on, I think beginning of June on Disney Plus, the next Marvel series starts, which is Miss Marvel. So yeah, and I know Carl is looking forward to that one because he hates the fact that they're changing Miss Marvel's powers from the comic books. So so he's gonna have a field day with those episodes when we record them for our Patreon. So yeah, that's gonna be funny. Yeah. So yeah, we got that, and of course we've got Strange New Worlds, of course, which is on Patreon right now, and it's going to be dropping tomorrow, going public onto YouTube. So look out for that. So our Burley and I, we did our recap and reactions episode for Star Trek Strange New Worlds, which is a little bit different from Picard, to say the least. So yeah, so we're looking forward to that. Yeah. So all right.
Yeah, okay, Pharaoh agrees it would have worked out better on May 4th. Yeah.
Of course, yeah. Any Star Wars stuff could work better on May 4th. May the 4th be with you, obviously. Yeah. So, yeah.
Or Revenge of the 5th.
Revenge of the 5th. Yeah. Okay.
You didn't see that with all the Revenge of the Sith?
Yeah. I saw that. Yeah. All right, so that's going to do it for today's edition of the morning show. So thank you, Pharaoh, for coming in. Take, thank you so much for coming in, my friend, and study hard. Yes, my student. So
thank you, everyone, for coming on in. We really do appreciate it.
Yeah, we really appreciate it, and we're looking forward to bringing you another episode of the morning show tomorrow. And of course, all of you that come and watch in video on demand, thank you so much. And we really appreciate your support. So thank you so much. So I've been your host, Expat, along with my co-host, Burley of Burleman Gaming on Twitch. We hope to catch you in the next episode of the morning show, which will be tomorrow. So until then, have a great morning, have a great rest of your day, enjoy your gaming, and have a great rest of your day. So take care, everyone. Peace.
Take care, everyone.
Out. Okay. Burley, kill the feed.
With pleasure. Yeah!